Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into Digital Builders, where we help you build your digital future. Today we're going to take a closer look at Daniele Sesta, as well as the Frog Nation, and this new paradigm that's being built right under our nose that I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of movement happening, and it's going to turn the corner soon, I think. So I think this is a good one if you're interested in crypto in general. We're going to talk about this new ecosystem that is being built up by the Frog Nation. Before I do that though, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Thank you guys so much. I hit my first goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate the support and you watching the channel and interacting in the comments. It's a lot of fun for me and I'm really enjoying this. So thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying it too. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. My next goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers. So we're well on our way. Let's keep this momentum going. All right, so our topic today, Daniele Sesta. Daniele Sesta is essentially this high priest of the Frog Nation. And he's a developer, and he's also a visionary, and he's also building this ecosystem of decentralized finance that's going to be impenetrable once it gets legs of its own. So why I call him a high priest, he's put the work in on the back end. He's the mastermind behind Wonderland DAO and the time token. And he's built around it an ecosystem of protocols. One is an automated market maker, which they call Popsicle Finance, Abracadabra Money, which if you aren't familiar with that, that is where the magic internet money comes from, which is a stable coin that allows you to transact and interact with not only the Frog Nation ecosystem, but it's expanding even far and far beyond that, and it's doing so at a very, very rapid rate. And not to mention that, if you're familiar with Sushiswap, earlier this year, it was in its heyday, and even, well, late 2020 as well. I think that's when it started to kind of get a little bit more attention from more of the masses, let's say. But it was going through a crisis. It was having an identity crisis. It had competition coming in from all angles. And then Daniele tweets about it, essentially. I know I'm not giving it all its credit, but I'll explain more in a minute. Tweets about it, and it almost doubled in price. So what I'm getting at is keep an eye on what Daniele is doing. He's building this impenetrable decentralized financial ecosystem that is using a few main components, and you can see it here on this chart. So the funding component is the Wonderland DAO. So that's bringing people in. That's the time token that we're talking about. Him and his team behind the scenes take that money in the treasury that is built up by people minting time tokens, and they are reinvesting that. And like a hedge fund, they're getting killer rates, and they're making a ton of money on the back end, which they're using to not only repay their investors for holding and staking time tokens, but to continue to grow this vision that the team has, that the Frog Nation has, to build out this decentralized financial ecosystem where everyone is an equal participant, or everyone has an equal opportunity to participate. So the funding mechanism, or the funding component, is the Wonderland DAO. If you need liquidity, they have a market maker called Popsicle Finance, and this is essentially it's the liquidity pool where you can lock in token pairs at interest, and you get paid out interest, and then it also allows people to borrow against those liquidity pairs. And then Sushiswap. So this is kind of cool. Most recently, Sushiswap was kind of brought into this mix, and Sushiswap, like I said, was in a bit of a crisis. They had a lot of things going for them, but for whatever reason, it just wasn't gelling. And the Frog Nation saw this as an opportunity to incorporate Sushiswap as a kind of a cornerstone component of this decentralized finance ecosystem that they're trying to build. So more on this in a minute. But the exchange where you would go if you wanted to pick up some tokens, or if you wanted to swap some tokens, would be Sushiswap. and it looks like they're going to be building this across chain in a very interesting way too. And then the Abracadabra Money, this is where you get your Magic Internet Money tokens, and I believe there is tangentially you're able to use your spell tokens here as a collateralized asset, or as an asset that you can use as collateral across the entire digital economy. Well, not entire, but that's the goal. That's the vision, essentially. So taking a look at Daniele. Okay, so why am I even saying this? Why does it matter? Anything this guy mentions essentially turns to gold. So if we look at the past week, some of the highest performing cryptocurrencies were mentioned by Daniele. All he's got to do is put out a tweet about it. And 3 of the 5 highest performing or best performing cryptocurrencies last week, or over the past 7 days, are part of Daniele's plan. Sushi, which nearly doubled. It was like $5 before. And then he mentioned how he was going to incorporate Sushi into the Frog Nation financial machine. And it reinvigorated people's enthusiasm for it. Another thing that he mentioned was Phantom. Phantom is its own separate blockchain. And he put out a tweet talking about how people who are going to use the financial instruments that he's building, the financial products that he's building, are going to be using Phantom without even knowing it. So they're going to use some of the Phantom as the backbone, or at least a portion of the financial ecosystem that they're building for the Frog Nation. And then the Spell token. The Spell token, this is this is a pretty amazing success story. It has gone up almost 800x since its inception 5 months ago. So it's still relatively inexpensive per token, but the market cap is close to 2 billion. However, I still think there is room to run as more and more people get involved with decentralized finance. I think 2022 is going to be a huge year for decentralized finance and market making, and trying to find the best returns possible, because it's going to be, I think it's going to be very volatile. I mean, that's easy to say, right? Because crypto is volatile anyway, but people are going to be looking for a little more good return. They're going to be looking for good or great returns that they can get consistently with relatively low risk, rather than just buying Bitcoin and hoping it doubles. You don't have to have it go up and down, up and down, up and down. What they're going to be looking for is high APY percentages and APR, but high APY percentages and the ability to get as much efficiency as possible out of your capital, and the Spell token is going to help with that. So more on that in another video, but the Phantom is an interesting play here. I do have a Phantom bag, so it was really exciting to hear Daniele talk about that. So it did pump up quite a bit. That's good. I'm holding that until it goes. I don't know how high it's going to go, but hopefully, I hope it goes higher. Don't we all when we hold something like that? But again, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research. Don't just ape into something. Usually when something spikes up like this really, really quick, it's because there was an announcement or there was some hype involved. And some people momentum trade, so they know that this is going to be, so they add to the hype, they add to the quick percentage increase, and then they pull out and sell when they think it's the top. And then people panic and then they start selling too. So just be careful. And like I said, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research and don't risk any more than you have to lose. And don't invest any more than you have to lose. So basically my whole point of this video is anything, keep an eye on what Daniele's talking about. What they're building here is pretty amazing. And even the ICE token that he built, and this has nothing to do with ICE DAO, but if you accidentally bought Popsicle instead of ICE DAO, you'd be in a lot better shape. But yeah, spiked here a little while ago, but that's when all of crypto was up. But since let's jump here. Yeah, let's jump to the last month. Looking at just 2 weeks ago in December, Popsicle Finance token was about $11, and now it is It's almost tripled. It's more than double. It's almost tripled. And I think people are starting to see the big picture, and that it's hilarious. I think this was his original avatar, or one of his early avatars. But people are starting to see the big picture come together, and it's attracting a lot of talent, and it's attracting a lot of interest, and it's obviously attracting a lot of money. Time DAO, or Wonderland DAO, the Time token, is one of the largest DAOs out there, and it is widely considered to be one of the best, alongside of Olympus Finance DAO. Sushiswap, that was huge. That's been around for a while now, and it's good to see it making a comeback. It's a name that I think most people trust. I mean, it did have its issues in the past, but it looks like it's going to be a key player in this new ecosystem the Frog Nation is envisioning. And it looks like Daniele is hyped, dude, because he is just cranking out some tweets today. So that's cool. Let's see here. And this one is really interesting if you are a Sushi holder. So imagine getting 100% of fees of Binance distributed to you. That's the future. That's the future for Sushi holders. A decentralized exchange owned by frogs, made by frogs. So that sounds good. Let's see if they deliver. I have confidence that they will deliver. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that math works out and how the money flows and how the distribution works. So I'd love to see that whole picture mapped out. But it's going to be a good year. I think 2022 is going to be a good year. I just wanted to point this out. Keep an eye on the ecosystem that the Frog Nation and Daniele are building out. I think there has a lot of potential with it, and this is a good place to start if you're new to crypto and you're already past the like the Bitcoin and the Ethereum investing phases and like the main blockchain token investing phases. This is something to look into from a decentralized finance perspective, because this is where a huge use case and opportunity is for cryptocurrency as a whole. So yeah, just wanted to bring that to your attention. Take a look at it. Learn as much as you can about Sushi. Learn as much as you can about Popsicle Finance and other automated market makers. Learn about Spell. Learn about MIM, Magic Internet Money, and how that as a decentralized stable coin is an important piece to this as well. And yeah, learn about Phantom too, and what makes Phantom so special. I believe it's a DAG. It's a different type of, it uses a different mechanism than other blockchains to come to a consensus when determining transactions. So, and which transaction is true and which ones to approve and things like that. So yeah, just wanted to point that out, guys. Like I said, not financial advice, but it could be a good spot to look, especially in 2022. It looks like the team is building up strong. The Frog Nation is gaining more and more attention. Keep in mind, this is crypto, so there's always a lot of hype involved, but these projects have suitable and sustainable use cases. So things are looking up for it. Just got to keep tabs on it. And yeah, I hope it's helpful to you. If there's any other information or that you want to see or want me to cover, let me know. I just want to for sure get this one out in front of you guys, because this is going to be, I think we're going to hear a lot more about it in the future, and perhaps relatively soon in a positive manner. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts below. I'd like to hear your comments, concerns, questions, and feedback. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can jump into any time-sensitive opportunities that might pop up. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and bye for now.